Good morning, students. Last time we started our second chapter, computer and communication. So last time we come across computer as well as communication, and we come across the basic component of communication. Its element, sender, encoder, circuit, decoder, and the finally receiver. And then we come across something network, and regarding network, beneficial of network. Now we're going to see the further part of that chapter, that is character codes in data communications. So which are the various code are used in communications? Among them, first one is the ASCII, American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Let us see regarding this. It is developed by the American National Standards Institute. So this code is developed by the American National Institute. Usually it's 7-bit code. It can carry maximum 128 character and one for parity bit for error checking individual character. So here one for the parity bit. Parity bit is nothing. This bit is used for checking the error in the code and widely used in data communication and processing. So this code is mostly used for the data communication processing. Next, let's see EBCDIC, Extended Binary Code for Decimal Interchange. So here it's extended binary code. It's better than the previous one, ASCII. ASCII is 7-bit and this is 8-bit. And one for the parity bit. Parity bit is nothing, it's for checking an error. It is developed by the IBM for data processing. So this code was developed by IBM, that is International Business Machine. It is 8-bit code, that is 256 character possible in this, and previous was 7-bit code, that is ASCII. If the parity bit is implemented, then 9-bit will be used. So here EBCDIC it's 8-bit, but parity bit included, then it will total 9 bits. So this is regarding ASCII and EBCDIC. Let us see communication medium. So whenever we say communication medium, it says that through which we can transfer our signal, or through which medium we can communicate one person to another person. So let us see which are the various types of communication medium. So first, see what is communication medium. To transfer information from one place to another, carriers are needed. So whenever we transfer our data one place to another, we need carrier. That's nothing, it's channel. Through the channel we can send the data. And in computer network, carriers are of two types: guided communication medium, unguided communication medium. In short, in brief, we can say that guided medium are those medium where we are use physical path from sender to receiver. For example, telephone line. Okay, through there is a physical path from sender to the receiver. Whereas unguided media, it's also known as wireless communication, where there is no physical path from sender to the receiver, for example, or mobile. Okay, so let us see one by one. Guided communication medium. In this type of medium, wires are used to transfer the data, and it is also known as wired medium. So here there is physical path from sender to the receiver. It consists of twisted pair cable, coaxial cable, and fiber optic cable. So these all three types are cable through which one can send, transfer or data or signal from sender to the receiver. Let us see one by one. Twisted pair cable. Twisted pair cable can be categorized into three parts. First, there is a single conductor wire. So here single conductor wire, it's a main wire, through that signal can be transferred. And second, twisted pair wire. So over here we can see two wires. Over here we can see two wires are there, and both are twisted with each other. Okay. And third is a shielded multi-conductor wire bundle. So here multiple wires are there. Bundle. Here we can see multiple wires are there. They are the shielded multiple conductor wire. Now let us see how this twisted pair of cable made up of. It is made up of copper coated with insulating material. So this is coated with insulating material. It is covered with material, insulating material, and continuously twisted through its entire length. So here we can say it is continuously twisted through its entire length. It helps to minimize the effect of noise. So this twisted, it minimizes the effect of noise. So here impairment of data can get reduced. Next, it is relatively inexpensive and easy to install. So this is inexpensive and plus easy to install, easy to handle, easy to install. And third, low immunity of noise, narrow bandwidth. So here impairment of data is low. There is low noise. Noise nothing, it's a disturbance. It's interruption of signal. So here interruption of signal is low. Narrow bandwidth. So here minimum number of data can be transferred through the channel. And its uses: voice communication, data communication. Voice communication, which we can say audio, only we can listen, whereas data communication, through this we can transfer data. Whenever we transfer from sender to the receiver, it can get encrypted and decrypted, that is encoded and decoded. And how it's possible? Through the modem. Full form of modem is modulation and demodulation. Modulation is encoder and demodulation is a decoder. So this is regarding twisted pair cable. Now let us see coaxial cable. So this is structure of coaxial cable. This cable is divided into three categories. First, conductor, through that signal is transferred. Second is a insulation. Insulation, nothing, it's covering, outer layer of the covered part. And third is a mesh of sleeve. Mesh of sleeve is nothing, that can be covered with some net